is Eric Treadaway from Horseman Studios, and we're here at our booth at New York Toy Fair, and we're showing off our Mythic Legions line of action figures. This line is a line that we did a Kickstarter for this time last year. We were actually running it during Toy Fair. And the product on the far ends of the booth here are all the figures that we promoted and ran during the Kickstarter. And here we are a year later, and they're actually just about ready to ship. These are final or close to final product. The package samples up here are final. As you can see here, the detail, the paint, everything held up beautifully through the production process. So, we're very excited about it. They turn out looking exactly like they were supposed to, but they're very fun to play with. A lot of interchangeability on these figures. As well as just a lot of great articulation. And so, as a toy should be, they're a lot of fun. And we've also brought out some new items for the show that we've premiered here today. These 4 figures here are in a little mini assortment that we're going to release this late spring, early summer. And it's just a small wave just to keep some Mythic Legions product out there in between the different kicks. We plan on doing another Kickstarter in the future, and we didn't want to set up a situation where we have a huge launch of product for the first Kickstarter and then a big wait in between. So we want to make sure that there's something, if you're getting into Mythic Legions, that there's something to collect a little more frequently than we've done with some of our past lines. So this little assortment is, like I said, coming out this summer. This is one of our 2 troll figures. This is our first deluxe item in the line. And these we're also going to put up for pre-order very soon after Toy Fair. And these, if all goes well, will also be a summer item for us. And then these 4 figures here are kind of just a preview of things to come. These will either be a future assortment, or they may actually be 4 figures that are included in the next Kickstarter, which we're working on pieces for that, but we're not quite ready to commit to a date yet, just in case we don't make it. We don't want to be liars. And these figures here are another extension of this is more of the figures from the original Kickstarter from last year. The Kickstarter was so successful that we ended up doing, I can't remember, it was 33, 35 figures in the first assortment, which is pretty ridiculous, but the way that the Kickstarter works with stretch goals and kind of a building process as it moves forward, collectors just wanted us to keep adding and adding stretch goals, and so we did, and then we ended up with a huge first assortment. So for people who went all in on it, they're going to get 2 boxes full of figures when the time comes, and there's there's a lot to digest there. But as you can see, it's a great assortment of different types of characters. We've got skeletons, dwarves. This is our bog goblin, orcs, knights, demons. We've got a barbarian back here. Over there we've got a vampire and a minotaur. And so one of the things that we really strove for with this line was to do a very classic fantasy line with a lot of the archetypes that we've all grown up with, loving in the fantasy genre, and putting it all one place in a cohesive, consistent universe, and having a line of figures that were all playable together, all in the same scale. And we want to create a whole world with these figures, and so not only having our 6-inch scale figures, but our deluxe items like our 13-inch troll. In the future, we also want to get into doing figures that are maybe somewhere in between, like a 9-inch scale, oversized dragons. A big part of the next Kickstarter will be introducing the tooling so we can get the female characters into the line. There's a lot of testosterone up here in the display right now, but that is one of the absolute primary goals of the second Kickstarter, is to even out the playing field here. And yeah, so this is this is Mythic Legions, where we're at now, and hopefully this is just the beginning of where we go with this line. This is Eric Treadaway from Four Horseman Studios, and for any more information on us or our Mythic Legions line, or any of the other lines that we work on for ourselves, or lines that we do for Mattel, you can visit us at sourcehorseman.com. Or for Mythic Legions specific information, you can visit us at mythiclegions.com. We also have storehorseman.com, which is our online retail store. And there's links to following us on Instagram and Facebook as well on those sites. So there's plenty of cool stuff to see there. So come on by and check us out.